You really have to wonder what Christ was referring to when he replied in the affirmative to Pilate's question, "Are you the King of the Jews?" It seems so incongruous with the person that we've grown to know as the one who rejected all authority and power that seems synonymous with the title King. Now, perhaps the answer is to be found in his very next comment. "But my kingdom is not of this world." Now, by this comment, I understand him to mean that he's not like the rulers of this world. The kings and rulers of the time were people who lived in great luxury, enjoying all pomp and wealth. They were known to have the best of everything for themselves, leaving their people to live in poverty and misery. They lived in costly palaces, wearing precious jewels, surrounded by guards and servants and couriers. Now, while the royalty we see these days seem to live in grand style, we now have a clearer understanding that their power to rule comes from a desire to be benevolent in their wish to serve the members of their kingdom. Nevertheless, there's still a great divide between how the kings and queens of today live compared to the majority of their subjects. Now, while they're given respect with bowing and flag waving, this is probably tempered with an underlying feeling of dissatisfaction and a sense of irrelevance. Now look at Christ as King. He's in sharp contrast to those rulers. He carried the burden of all his subjects, the burden of sin in the form of the cross. Now, while earthly rulers load heavy burdens on their subjects, here we have a king who, on the contrary, carries his people's burdens upon himself. In so many ways is he the antithesis of the ancient earthly king. They were associated with opulence and reckless ambition. They were unapproachable and decorated with trimmings of lordliness. Christ, as he told Pilate, came to bear witness to the truth. He did not kill for the truth, rather he died for it. He won not by shedding the blood of others, but by offering his own blood. He does not dominate or gather armies. Rather, he sends out messengers of good news, not equipped with swords and guns, but with messages of peace and love. He does not force, but he invites. He relies on nothing but the response of the hearts of those who understand his message. Now, that's a king we would be proud to serve.